when that's recording. Okay. Where are we at, folks? We got a few things we need to cover. One is the general energies. Right, we're going to look at those for the day. What happened overnight, what's happening during the day for us. Actually, most of the energies today have already happened. They happened likely while we were sleeping. Things that happened while we were sleeping were moon entered Aries. So that is the lowest order of fire. My moon is actually 0 degrees Aries, so I'm in a very inspired state. Aries is the spark of creation. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of all the energies. Maybe because Pisces is like the mother. And so we get to the, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it Pisces or was it Aries? Aries is the egg. It's the spark of creation. And we entered that moon energy in an internal way, because the moon is getting darker. It's getting less full. It's moving to new. We call that waning. So when the moon is waning and you're on an Aries journey, that's what we've got for the next couple of days or so, then we are feeling very inspired to create, which is fun. So everybody should be feeling that pool. Might feel a little fiery, very passionate. These are backwards. Don't do that. Wow. I caught that. Wowie wowsy. Let's try that again. That did not go well. I've got new cameras, new things going on. This channel is emerging. I want to thank everybody who's viewing. I'm getting a lot of viewers. I'm not getting many subscribes or likes or comments. I could really use some of those if you want to keep seeing my content. That's what's getting it in your feed. If you're not liking or subscribing and you're enjoying this, your click stream's only enough. You're going to lose me. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, because I'm doing it because it's what I need to do. So I'll be here, do my thing. But if you want me to be in your feed and show up regularly and get these readings in their intended timely manner, although there is no such thing as time and they're always relevant. But if you want to be in my flow, you're going to have to like, subscribe, comment, things that keep you in that flow. And then we've got the moon. It's sextiled. Sextile is not necessarily a harmonious relationship, but it still comes out well with Uranus, you see, because Uranus itself is kind of a dark player. So you put the two together, we end up with being open to new ideas. What do we get? The Magician. What a fun way to start our reading. Boy, that plunked out. Okay, and that makes sense, because we need to be open to new ideas. That's what the fire's about. Look, the Magician, he's even lighting a flame. He's got the ability to wield all the elements, the Magician. He's a tinkerer, a player of all of them. So spontaneity is the order of the day. You are free to explore new possibilities. You're going to wake up to that. How exciting is that? A day of new possibilities. And then around 4 a.m., I don't know when you got up. Some people are up at that hour. Sometimes I'm up at that hour. The fruits of hard effort and discipline may arrive to some extent. So expect some feedback from the universe that shows you that you're on the right path, right? A little cookie. It's a good time to apply yourself. If you're looking for the horse, he's not going to come. I don't have that possibility today. There are occasions where I can't have him messing with the front fence line. It has to do with other goings on. Got a lot going on. And it just so happens, this morning's the last morning for that. And so he's going to be eager. He's going to be showing up for readings. Stay tuned. He's coming soon. Moon conjunct Saturn. That happened 3:52 a.m. The fruits of hard effort. I told you that. Yeah, so that's where the moon's getting with your work, and the masculine timing of things, the keeper of time. Saturn's a timekeeper. It's all dreamy vibes when the moon conjuncts with Neptune. And that happened at 4:14. What a good number. Neptune's your soul tribe, folks. It's your 14 years. You're connected to people somewhere around that. You're either in the beginning like me. I'm 0 degrees Neptune at the very beginning of my soul tribe. Goes for 14 years, all the way up to 29 degrees. So we hit the next 0 degrees. That's how it works. It's all dreamy. Vibes and intuitions boost. Emotions run deep. And imagination is in overdrive. Perfect for creative flow. But watch out for blurred boundaries. 4:14. Yeah, so the magician's really, he's great at creating blurred boundaries, just so you know. We love him because he's magical, but he's a tinkerer. He knows enough to get himself in trouble, the magician. If he was higher order, he would come out in a higher state of actualization, like the Hierophant, right? Or the Empress. The High Priestess is better. That would be a better female compliment. The High Priestess, yeah. And we just had that, right, in the other reading. So don't get upset when you see her, gentlemen. The High Priestess is in all of us. And the more you embody yours, the more you're going to understand what confuses you. In relationships with women, with the feminine. We all have a shred of it. There's at least some. God willing, there's more than a some. And you can tap it without... Yeah, interference, swords, and see, this was also in the I just had this reading. There's the strings, the marionette. We're back to that. These things fly out. I don't make them happen. So I want to talk about this marionette. This is people tinkering. Sure. These are also the strings that bind you that you have not cut. You don't understand. People can't tinker with you if you don't give them the strings. That's the journey we're on, is figuring out how to keep ourselves string free. And we need to recognize liberation and how it differs from these binds that give us comfort. They make us feel held and cared for. Illusions. Wheel of Fortune. There it is. I'm waiting for that sucker to pop out. You want to know why? Because we are always on the Wheel of Fortune ride. So whether it shows up or not, I'm going to talk about it. Because this is where our desires lie. This is where you hear things like Abraham Hicks. They'll get you to desire. If you look at emotional scales, you'll realize how disappointing desire can be in the grand scheme of the possibilities. So it's a good start to desire. And Wheel of Fortune is where desire lies, and we all have it. We came here with desire. And the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. And that we don't control whether we're up or down. The only thing we control is the variables of up and the variables of down. Right? And so we need to be on this interference journey. We need to learn to cut the interference from outside sources, from inside sources. It's that internal voice. It might be the internal voice that's preventing you from liking and subscribing for fear that what you're watching is not okay. And I can assure you, it is. I'm grateful you're watching. I hope you're getting something from it. There's nothing wrong with this. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to work on your interference, and that's going to bring you, hopefully, more masterful of this Wheel of Fortune. We're going to wind up in it one way or the other. So let's see. What are we taking on this Eight of Swords, this interference journey with us to figure out how to cut those binds? What else we got? I'm going to get more. I don't settle for less than 3. I try not to take more than 4. Oh, nice. This one comes out right away. The Emperor flipped up for us. Let's see what we got here. We don't want to lose track of success. 6 of Pentacles. All right, so we've sown some seeds that we can rely on here. We've had successes we can rely on, and what we need to do is honor those successes. Stop hearing the voices that tell you they're not successes. You need to reframe in your own way. You need to integrate your experiences. It's going to be part of this interference journey. Trust me, we'll get there. You also have the Emperor working for you. That's beautiful. You know, I slipped earlier and put that in with the spiritual few as the magician. And that's because you don't become the Emperor or the Empress without having the support of the Hierophant. and the High Priestess. So you're leveling up. This is a big level up. Maybe it's a role model that's leveled up, a divine masculine. And that doesn't have to come in the shape of a man, just so you know. But it's a call to the divine masculine. That's what the Emperor is. And a sense of it. Some mastery. We bring skills, Emperor skills, and success. Because this is not our first rodeo. We have successes to draw upon here. We got more. There's at least one, maybe two more gifts. Allies, things working for or potentially against us. Satiety, 10 of Cups. All right, we've got a whole, we've built relationships. We've got old ones. We've got community. We've got this sense of fullness. I'm not sure how that's meant. I'm going to ask. Is this meant for here or is this meant for here? Are we bringing this with us or is this the journey? It's the journey. Oh, yeah. It's a Tower moment. See, that's why I asked before, so you know I'm not leading the cards. Yeah, we're going deep into a Tower moment. We are facing ourselves. The Tower, this can happen from outside sources, and it might feel like, oh my gosh, everything is happening to me. I'm having a Tower moment. All these things are coming for me. No. Look at that eye of Horus. You are not here for that experience. That experience brings you here to the Tower moment. The Tower is a self-recollection. It is personal. Most things that happen outside of you is not. What else are we taking on this journey inward? This is our Eight of Swords. This is our interference. This is how we get rid of those. We're going to have to face ourselves. Whoa. It's a big one, folks. It wants me to put one of these here and one of these here. So one of them is with us and one of them is the outcome. And this one is pointing over here. That's where we're going to end up. Defeat. Yeah. But we've got with us strength. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Defeat is a good thing. That's a good thing. Because we're bringing with us strength in this Tower moment. We're bringing with us the power of creation. Here in the Nine of Wands with strength, we're going to have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy working for us. That's what the strength card is. It allows us to pull on passion, creativity, and we can put a stake in things. You know, we can say, this is where I begin and where I end. This is, which is always the interference journey. Judgment helps us know that. It has not shown up here for us yet. Doesn't mean it won't. You can always carry your judgment. What we do have with us, it's a sense of, I am capable, I am divinely supported and have foresight, and I have the support, the loving support, the energetic support of community working for me. This can be love of self, love of another, that intimate other, the community, the collective. Maybe it's all of the above. And hopefully we work with that in these Tower moments. And we generate and create, because Magician's lighting that fire and we're being called to reach out and try new things. And Wheel of Fortune reminds us that it's all about this. This is the journey. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. In this Tower moment, we're going to feel like we're at the bottom of the wheel, but we're going to come out hopefully feeling on top. And we have defeat, Five of Swords. But see, that's good. Look, who are you? Are you defeated, or are you the one defeating? The variables we control. A lot of that is perspective, and your perspective needs to be driven by perception, not projection. That's what this Tower moment's about. It's about recognizing that you have the ability to stand with everything you've been and everything you have going for you and accept reality. Be real. Be true. Start to work with your variables. Be intentional, right? Be mindful. Don't let the tinkering get you. Make this be the tinkerer, the one on the ground. Right? I got excited. This is you. You have to embrace some divine feminine energy, but trust that it's connected to spirit. It brings you to the ground. Look, she's got one sword up, divine, one sword down to the earth. Manifestation through that is how we defeat this Eight of Swords in our tower moment. It's beautiful. All right. So what's after this? Because it's dramatic. Okay, first up is universe. That's our next journey. Wow. It's a huge leveling up. Gone from the magician on this Eight of Swords journey to defeating the Eight of Swords and coming out in a tango, a dance with the universe. That's exciting. And where does that bring us? We walk away from what doesn't serve us. It's beautiful. We start to learn how much just doesn't matter. We walk away. We get to walk away. We get to let them. That's what that indolence card is. Let them. You have now leveled up. You're on a universal journey. Universe doesn't judge. The God construct does. And I don't begrudge it. It has its purpose. I'm definitely in tune with it like everyone else, all the humans. And maybe others. I don't know where the lines are. I just know that the universe itself, it needs to care about expansion to the point of chaos and entropy. It cannot be bothered. And we're all on its journey. So when we get in flow with the universe, doesn't that we stop caring? Our job is to care. We need to bake that in to any new instance of higher being. This ability to care. So important. But that's ours. It's not the universe. You want to get in flow, you have to look for things that are universal. And the Lovers. Beautiful card. Once you become sovereign, if you're looking for partnership, if you're looking for connection, you start with self. You have to pull yourself out of this marionette state. You have to become sovereign. You have to face old scripts. You have to accept who you are. You need to integrate your forces, your energies. That's what you're here to learn. There's nothing wrong with this. This is a very Christful journey. I just want you to know that this does not preclude anything that you already subscribe to. My roots are in Kabbalah. That's Judaism. That's Judeo-Christianity. That's the stuff that stories don't have to collide. They can converge. And Lovers, boy, that's a divine convergence of everything. It allows things to grow from it, from new things to be created, for children to be born, physically or otherwise. Get my dog excited. We've got freedom. We've got responsibility, sovereignty. We've got the ability to heal, the ability to see, the ability to love and protect, and it all comes in divine union. Starts with self, then with one other, then maybe more. And how? I don't judge. It's not mine to judge. I'm in touch with the universe. I'm in here. I try to stay in here as much as I possibly can, but I'm on this journey with everyone else, and this is me too. This is us. Peace. Two of Swords. That's nice. It's a good place to end the tarot. I do want to pull an oracle. I like these Sacred Traveler cards. Every time I pull them out, you're going to hear the name Doreen. May she rest. We got these cards when she passed. We were on a journey together when it happened. We weren't physically together. We were 1,000 miles apart. I wished we weren't. I too think about what may be, but everything is as it should be. And these cards help me feel like I'm still on the journey with her. Sacred Traveler. I recommend them. If you traveled with someone and they've passed, they're great for letting them in. So let's see what Doreen has to say. How would you guide this message from the other side? I have shuffled. I'm waiting for the pop. How would you guide this message to the collective with your wisdom from the other side? Please gently tell us what we need to know, how we might be sovereign, how we might, with intention, actualize this beautiful prospect of getting to know ourselves more wholly. Here we go. And of honoring what we came to be, optimizing our time here, in our instance of the universe. What would you have us know? She'd have us know that surrendering to the journey, we need to release control, right? Let go of what is not serving you. And that's going to change. But it's important to know we're on a river. We're always flowing down the river, and it's getting stuck on the sides. That takes us out of this universal flow. Stay in flow. Surrender to the journey. Release control. She would also have us know that we're on a desert passage. This just came too. These keep coming up. This is a pretty thick deck, I'll have you know. So if we're getting the same cards, it's meaningful. Desert passage. It's going to feel parched and dry. Horses out there. It's going to feel parched and dry. Like, sometimes you're just not actualizing the fruits of your efforts. You need to trust that there's a divine plan and that the desert passage has always been part of it. Right? Read your stories. Whatever your religion is, read your stories. There's always desert passage. There's always surrender and releasing control. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Hey, you breathing? You've got life left in you. I used to tell my kids, you know when someone's not choking because they're coughing, right? They're alive still. Your dog's okay if it's barking, right? If the horse is whinnying, he made it. He's excited for food. You can overcome anything. And you need to overcome obstacles. You do it through clear thinking and leveraging thought, emotion, the physical possibilities, and the passion, fire to move forward, to generate ideas for the plan. With intention, with thought, we get back. Make sure that you're cycling all these energies. We cycle them all the time. So we're on the moon's ride, and I'm bringing us to it through the metronome. Right? Keeping this beat, the moon's beat. But do know that as without, so within, you are having these micro journeys, and it's okay. Check in. Work through it. Trust there's a divine plan. Most importantly, be what you want to see. I hope you enjoyed the reading.